Welcome back to the Subtle Tutorialist, and in this video, we're going to go over the 4 details to look out for in your jeans for a more flattering butt. First things first, a flattering butt can mean different things to different people. If you have a big butt, you probably want to downplay it, and if you have a small butt, you probably want it to look perkier. Regardless, what you want is for it to look proportional, and by understanding how each detail can visually shape your butt, you can make a more, well-rounded purchase. Okay, let's get to the bottom of it. The first detail you'd want to take note of is the style of the yoke. In case you didn't know, the yoke is a V-shaped seam that can be found behind your jeans. The most common ones are the V-yoke, wide yoke, inverted arc, and straight yoke. There's also the sweetheart, which best accentuates the curve of your butt, though it's mostly associated with women's jeans and not something most guys would want on their jeans. If you are an average guy with average proportions, you'd want to go with the classic V-yoke. It's a safe and balanced look that doesn't bring attention onto itself. The wide yoke, on the other hand, is a more extreme version of the V-yoke, where the seam is placed lower and closer to the hips. It makes your butt look lower and smaller, which isn't what most guys want. However, it can look good on tall guys with relatively short torsos, long legs, and an overly large butt who at the same time want to look less tall. If you're that guy, you're a rare breed and more power to you, but the rest of us should steer clear of the wide yoke. In contrast, the inverted arc makes your butt look higher and fuller, which is great for shorter guys with small butts or for those who simply want to accentuate their butt. Lastly, we have the straight yoke. It makes your butt boxier and your waist look a little wider. It looks great on skinnier guys, and because the boxy lines contrast with the curve of your butt, it can be an option for guys who want to downplay their fuller butt cheeks. While the style of the yoke influences the perceived size of the butt, the pockets are usually the focal points and determine the perceived center of your butt. For instance, pockets placed higher makes your butt look higher, and consequently, your legs look longer. Likewise, a lower pocket makes your butt look lower and visually shortens your legs. Meanwhile, having the pockets either too far apart or too close to each other will look disproportionate. So what you want is for them to be relatively centered regardless of your body or butt type. Similarly, you want a happy medium when it comes to the pocket size. Too small and your butt will look big, and too big and your butt will look small. For those with smaller bums, I'd also caution against wearing jeans with pocket arcs as it detracts from the curved lines of your butt, causing your butt to look smaller than it already is. Another detail to pay attention to is the presence or absence of contrast stitching. Most jeans are sewn with a contrasting orange or yellow thread, so this will highlight and amplify the effects of the yoke and pockets, compared to a tonal stitch where the effects are downplayed. For instance, an inverted arc yoke with contrasting stitching makes your butt look even higher and fuller than the same yoke with a tonal stitch. If you're unsure which is the better option for you, I'd err on a tonal stitch as its lack of contrast makes it dressier and more versatile to be paired with dressier tops and footwear. And it still look fine with your casual garments. The type of denim can also have a visual impact on your butt. The most obvious factor is color, where lighter colored denims make your butt look larger and darker denims result in the opposite. Of course, we all can't live without our dark denims, so one way to mitigate the effects of a darker color is to get raw denim that will fade at the butt area. The fading creates a three-dimensional effect and hence the illusion of a fuller bum. If you're unconvinced, think of your butt as a sphere. Now this sphere looks flat, but add a little shadow and voila, a shapely butt. And if you like an even burlier butt, consider wearing heavyweight jeans. They literally add bulk to your butt, just like how wearing layers can build up your shoulders. But take note that the denim shouldn't be too stiff like cardboard, otherwise it wouldn't contour nicely round the butt. Fortunately, most heavyweight denims will break in and soften over time, so this is less of an issue. Oh, and bonus tip, if all else fails, you can always work your ass off. By that, I mean doing squats or whatever exercise to carve the butt of your dreams. But if your butt is already muscular, don't forget to work on your thighs and calves to make sure that your bottom half is equally proportionate. Because the unsexy truth is that buying jeans is easy, but no jeans can truly hide all your flaws, and by actually having a sexy bum, you can wear whatever jeans you want and you'll still look sexy regardless. Alright, if you made it this far, you probably want more content on how to look your sexy best. So check out this video on how different casual collars affect your shoulder and neckline. Or if you're a denim head, watch this video on why I think denim is overrated. Until next time, stay subtle.